social life. She's got a plan for meeting men while she's shopping, and she has a thing for guys who wear ties. Please welcome Jane Moore. Hi, Jane. How are you? Nice to see you. So you like the business suit kind of looking guy with a tie?
I do. I think it's incredibly sexy to see a man in a tie.
Now, why is that?
Well, I just think it's really, they just have that appeal, and when I have the chance, I'll just go up and just grab him by the tie and give him a big
Grab him right by the tie.
Right.
So you're shopping. What kind of shopping are you doing when you're meeting these men?
I'm usually just shopping for myself, or I have 4 brothers. So.
Like in a mall or something?
Mm-hmm, in a mall.
And you meet men? How do you meet them?
Well, if I see a good-looking guy walk into a store, I'll walk in after him and just kind of see what he's looking for, and maybe suggest a shirt or something to go with a pair of pants, and strike up conversation and see if it turns into a date.
And they go for it?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. Football. What is this about football that helps your social life?
Well, most women don't know much about football, and they don't enjoy it, but I do. I watch it religiously, and I think men find it kind of cool if a girl will come over and have a couple beers and watch football.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. All right. We'll take a look at the men that Jane had to choose from. Now, remember, you're going to pick the man that you think's best for. Here we go. First, there's Al. Describes himself as charming, intelligent, very old-fashioned, dates about once a week. He says that the first kiss is always the worst, and he admits that his timing isn't always perfect. He gave us this example of his timing.
She looked at me straight in the eye. She says, I really love you a lot. And I just looked at her and I started laughing. And she says, why are you laughing? And I said, oh, I was just thinking of a comment that Robin Williams had just said on a TV show about 10 minutes ago we were watching. And she said, right now you are? And I said, yeah. I said, it's just the way I am.
Next, Philip was raised in Boston. He rates himself an 8 because that's what his mother told him. He says that most of his recent dates haven't gone well because he wasn't in the mood. And he told us how he used to meet women on the subway.
Well, I used to use the old, do you know what time it is line until I bought a watch. That was my best way to talk to somebody. You just look for signs. If they're reading a book, you know, I'll look to see what book they're reading. Is that a good book? Or if I've read it, you know, it's kind of a clue. Do you want to meet that kind of person?
All right, next, or finally, Steve. He thinks that a good place to find a woman is on a computer bulletin board. He wishes that his legs were thicker and that he wasn't so afraid to talk to strange women. He has a secret desire to be a male stripper, and I guess he's going to tell us more about that.
It would just be real ego inflating, I guess. And the reason I don't do it is because, you know, I'm not really buffed out, and I don't know, I go to the gym, I try to get buffed out, but I'm just not committed enough, I guess.
All right, those are the 3 men Jane had to choose from. Time for you to vote. Who would you match her up with? We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll meet the man that Jane selected. Hear everything that happened on their date. We'll do that. 2 and 2. Be right back at you. Okay. So, Jane's going to tell us who she picked.
I chose Al.
Al. Haven't seen each other since their date. We always hear both sides. Say hello to Al Checo. Hello, Al.
Hi, Chuck. Hi, Jane. How you doing?
Nice to at home. I'm fine. And why'd you pick him?
I picked him for his clean-cut good looks and his smooth face.
And, Well, tell me about the date, kiddo.
Well, I was running late, and...
Chuck, just a little late. About 4 hours late.
4 hours?
I was shopping. I got caught up in shopping, and I realized what time it was, so I drove home.
Excuse me, 4 hours?
Well, that was up until the time when I met him. Yeah, it was 4 hours late.
Oh, my
Chuck,
Lord.
she likes to shop.
Boy,
I do. I was Christmas shopping. And so I got home, and I tried to call him, and his line at his hotel was busy.
So now what happens? You finally get together, I guess, huh?
I finally got through to him, and I said, okay, I'll meet you in an hour down at the bar. And I drove down,
Now, are you convinced at this point that she may show up, Al? I mean, see, I'm getting a feeling that you may have been doing business or something. What did you do during these 4 hours?
Actually, I had basically decided that I was going to make other plans beforehand and take care of some business. And had planned to take care of some business at that time. And
I guess it was during our date.
yeah, well, actually, it was right before the date because I wasn't sure if she was going to come or not.
Right. And but she did show up.
Oh, she showed us. Yeah, well, yeah, she showed up.
Yeah. And when she showed up, Al, what did you think?
Excellent. Beautiful, beautiful lady. Really nice.
So you forgave her?
It was worth forgiving.
Now, she said, I'll be there in an hour. Was she there in an hour?
Hour and a half, 2 hours maybe? Hour and a half.
Well, I called him and I said, I'll meet you in an hour. And I was driving down there and I got lost on the freeway. So I was late again, Chuck. And I walked into the bar and he wasn't there. And I thought, he's not going to show up.
Well, Chuck, I had, I had to take care of some business. I had to use the restroom and I wasn't going to stick around there. wait for when she was going to come in.
Yeah.
So I went to the payphone to call his hotel to see if he had gone back there and say, look, I'm here. And as I was dialing, I got this tap on my shoulder. And I turned around and I saw him.
Now, how did you know it was her?
Feisty redhead. That's pretty easy right there. I mean, there's not many feisty redheads that walked in the hotel. So it just took a shot in the dark there. And if it wasn't her, then I figured, well, I'm going to embarrass myself somehow.
And you liked the way she looked?
Oh, she looked beautiful. All the curves were in the right places and everything.
So you're finally together. Now what do you do?
So we drive to the restaurant, and it's pouring rain. And we get to this restaurant, and I'm pulling up to give my keys to the valet. And he gets out of the car and bolts inside the restaurant. It's pouring rain, and he leaves me there.
Chuck, we're already late. The restaurant's getting ready to close, so I decided, hey, I better get in there before they actually shut the restaurant down because...
Save your place.
Yeah, I mean,
geez,
they already holding the place up, Well, they closed at 10. See, that was the whole thing, and I figured, well...
I have a feeling, though, that Jane doesn't have a real, true concept of time.
No.
I don't. I admit, I don't.
And priority, perhaps.
So we got into the restaurant, and we sat down, and we had dinner. And conversation was going great.
Chuck, she really knows a lot.
And everything's real compatible, Al, right?
Most definitely.
Would you say it was romantic?
I would say so, yes.
No. It wasn't, I mean, we were just talking. It wasn't, lovey-dovey conversation.
Was he what you expected at all from the video that you saw?
No.
Oh, he wasn't?
No. When I saw the video, he looked how he looked now. And then when I saw him in person, he had this beard and this mustache.
Beard and mustache?
And I dislike mustaches and beards.
Yeah, she definitely
Well, now you
made that.
why did you shave it off?
Well, I actually did it for her, but...
You shaved it off for her?
Yeah, she had said that she really didn't like facial hair at all. And I told her it really wasn't fair for me to, go out on a date without her, with the real Al. So I figured, what the heck.
Are you confused like I am just a little bit? He's sitting there with a beard and a mustache, right? When did you shave it off, Al? After the date?
No, about 15 minutes ago.
Is he lying? Did he really? I'm talking to my staff. Did he really, Larry? He literally shaved it off about 15 minutes ago? Well, I'll swear.
I'm shocked.
I am too. Let's take a look and see who the audience picked for you. Well, they picked Philip, 68%. No, it's up to you. If you want to go out with Philip, we'll pay for it. If not, you're on your own. Do what you like.
I would like to go out with Al again.
Would you? Would you like to ask him?
Al, would you go out with me again?
I would love to.
Come on out, Al. There's your first kiss. We're going to come right back with another guest. Stay with us.
Vision World customers talk about why they go to Vision World.
Love Connection.